Welcome to Family in Action. Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm a family learning tutor working for the family learning team in community venues and schools throughout the county. Today we're going to be learning about the early phonics that your children will encounter when starting school in reception in September. Now when your children start learning their letters and their sounds, they will begin to learn them in a specific order. This may vary slightly from school to school. Today I'm going to introduce you to some of those early sounds and then to an activity that you can play once your child has learnt these sounds. Right, when your child learns the sounds, they need to know that the sound of the letter is called the phoneme. They need to practice their listening skills to hear the sound. They also need to know that the sound, what the letter looks like, the symbol, they need to recognise those, and that's their observational skills, and that's the grapheme. So they need to know what it looks like, the grapheme, and then they need to know its corresponding sound, which is the phoneme. In schools, they will learn those two words, grapheme and phoneme. Now the activity, or before we start the activity, I'll just go through the letter sounds. Right, so this letter makes the sound M. This letter makes the sound D. This letter makes the sound A. This letter makes the sound S. This letter makes the sound T. This letter makes the sound I. And this letter makes the sound M. Now these are the pure sounds. It's really important that you say the sounds correctly. They may be different to how you were taught in school. At the end, I've got a website that you can go to and to listen to how the sounds are pronounced and the shape that your mouth makes when saying those sounds. Right, now your child will start to learn, once they've learned the first 4, 6, 8 sounds, they can use those letters to read simple words. So we're going to start with my activity, which I called Phoneme Swap. Right, we can start with 2 letter words. So I'm going to take these 2 letters. Here you'll see that I've got some sound buttons. Now they're often used in schools to help the children sound out the word, and then you blend them back together. So you press the sound, you go a, an, a, an. Right, now I want to change an, so it makes am. So am I going to change the first letter, or am I going to change the second letter? You can invite your children to give a bit of feedback. They can choose the letter and replace it. Right, so now we have am. Now, I'd like to change the word am so it reads at. Which letter are we going to change? Are we going to change the first letter, or are we going to change the second letter? So you get your child to change it, and all the time you are modelling how to say letters. So at. As your child learns more and more, they may correct you on how to say the letters. I'm going to change at, so it says as, as. Now I want to change as to it says is. Now which letter am I going to change? Am I going to change the first letter? Am I going to change the second letter? I'm going to change the first letter. So invite your child to find that letter. And now we have is. And then you might want to change it to in. In. What about if I put a t? and it's it, it. Now once they've mastered that, you might want them to learn 3-letter words. Whoops, so I'm going to use that, keep the it there, and right, I want to turn that word so it now makes sit. What do I have to put in front of those 2 letters to make the word sit? Find my s. So now I've got s, it, sit. Right, now I want to change it so it says sid, sid. Am I going to change the first letter, the middle letter, or the last letter? The initial, medial, or final sound? I need to change the last one. So now I have d, s, it, d, s, it, d, sid. Now I want to change it so it says sad. I want to swap the letters so it says sad. Which letter am I going to change? Is it the middle first one, middle one, or the final one? It's the middle one. So get your child to find the letter that goes in the middle. So now we have s, a, d, sad. Now I'm feeling mad. So which letter do I need to change? Is it the first one, the middle one, or the final one? It's the first one. So I need to change the s for a to make mad. A, d, mad. You can do this more and more until you make as many words as you want. Playing the game, you can muddle them up, mix them up, and getting them to put them in the right order. As your children learn more and more sounds, and you find this out from school, you can add sounds, but I would also take them away. I would have no more than 8, otherwise it gets confusing. But remember, you will always need some vowels to make words. Right, I hope you liked that activity.